and welcome to today's practice. We're going to be moving quite a bit and really focusing on the core. So it's going to be hopefully a little bit sweaty, a little bit fiery, and you're really going to get yourself moving and feel your muscles working. So let's get started straight away in a tabletop position. So hands below shoulders, knees are hip width apart. And we're going to take a few rounds of cat and cow just to warm ourselves up. So as you inhale, you drop the stomach, arch the back, bring the gaze as high as you can. And as you exhale, you tuck the tailbone, press the earth away, chin towards the chest. Inhale as you arch, open up, gaze goes up. And exhale as you round. Keep moving like this to the speed of your own breath. Really working your way, your awareness along the whole of the spine. Matching the movement with your breath. And bring yourself to stillness with a flat back. Staying on hands and knees, we're going to take some nice big circles over the wrists. So big circular motions, and you can make these as big as feels good, maybe sinking the hips all the way back and down to your heels, sort of a moving child's pose. And try and involve your spine in this. So we did our cat and cow in one direction, and this we're working into the wrist, but also the spine again, the hips. And we'll change direction, so going in nice big circles the other way. Keep pressing down with each fingertip, each knuckle pad, so the hands are really strong on the mat. Bring yourself to stillness with a flat back. We're going to work into the hips a little bit here. So putting all of your weight onto your left hip, reach your right hip straight out. So lifting the right knee as high as you can. And then take nice big circles with that right knee. It might feel a little bit clicky, a little bit strange. It might feel quite tight. But just breathe into these nice big circles. Notice as we stay here if these circles can get any bigger. And change direction, so circles in the other direction. Keep pressing both hands down into the mat. Release your right knee down. And lifting up the left knee just straight open, so lifting that knee straight up as high as it can go. And let's take some circles. So just checking in with how your hips are feeling today, how your whole physical body is feeling today. And change direction, so nice big circles the other way. Come back to tabletop. Bring your big toes together to touch. Open the knees nice and wide. Sink your hips back into a child's pose. Forehead comes down onto the mat. But keep this child's pose quite active. So press down and forwards with each fingertip and at the end of the thumb. So you're really pressing the hands down as you push your seat bones down towards your heels. Child's pose is a great place to come at any point during your practice when you might lose your breath or when you just need a few moments to yourself. On an inhale, come back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees just 2 inches off the floor. Awareness on the tummy button and pull your tummy button up towards your spine. Notice which parts of your hands are pressing down. Keep everything nice and engaged here. You're active in the arms, the shoulders, the core, and even the leg muscles. Drop the knees back down. Take an inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees 2 inches. Starting to build a little bit of heat, a little bit of tapas in the body. And dropping the knees back down. Last one, big inhale through the nose. As you exhale, lift the knees just 2 inches off the floor. Strong Ujjayi breath there. Think about the more challenging poses get, the more you breathe into them. And release back down. Maybe rotate the ankles a couple of times. Great work, everyone. Reach your arm up towards the right arm, up towards the ceiling, and then thread that arm through, come down onto the shoulder and the cheek. Walk the left fingertips forwards and just enjoy a few deep breaths. Stretching out the shoulder. Make your way back to a tabletop position and we'll go straight on the other side. So left arm opens, chest is open. Thread your left arm through, come down onto your shoulder and your cheek. Reach your right fingertips forwards. And coming back to center. Take an inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up. Take any movement here you need to just feel your way into your down dog. Maybe pedal out the feet, maybe waggle your tailbone from side to side. And maybe even bend through the elbows a little bit. So really moving into that engagement rather than flexibility or hypermobility that you might have naturally in your body. Step your right foot in between your hands and reach your right arm up, coming to an easy twist. Take a couple of big rotations with your right arm, just opening out that shoulder joint. And also twisting through the spine. And place both hands down, downward facing dog. Try not to drag your feet as you transition from pose to pose. Step your left foot in between your hands this time. Reach the left arm up, coming to that nice, easy twist. And then again, taking nice big rotations with your left arm. Again, you might hear a few little clicks. Little sensations in your shoulder. And release both hands back down, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose here, and as you exhale, open the mouth and sigh it out. Roll yourself forwards to a high plank. Breathe here. Again, that sensation of pulling your tummy button in and up. Staying with your arms exactly where they are, step your right foot in between your hands. We're going to try and swap our feet over without lifting the hands up. So press the hands down as much as you can, and then swap your feet. We're going to do that again. So swap. Nice. Swap. We're going to go for 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, last 1, and push back, downward facing dog. Just starting to get the blood pumping a little bit. Bring your feet to touch behind you and lift your right leg up. Bring your knee to your nose. Hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1, kick it back. Bring your knee to your right elbow, hold it here for 3, for 2, for 1, kick it back. We're going to go right knee, left elbow, keep the hips nice and lifted, stay with it. Kick it back. Bring your knee to your nose once more, and as gently as you can, step your foot through, rise up, crescent lunge. Find your balance, find your foundation. Breathe. Start to lean forwards, lift your back leg into your warrior 3. Aeroplane. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach your left heel backwards. From here, start to bend your right knee as you tuck your left knee behind your right knee into your skater squat. Hold it here. Kick back, aeroplane. We're going to do that again. Bend your right knee, tuck your left knee behind your right. Hold it here, keep breathing, keep pulling the tummy button in. Kick it back, aeroplane. I think we've got one more in us. Bend the right knee, tuck the left knee behind it. Hold here. Keep strong in the mid-body. Kick it back, aeroplane. Start to bend your right knee, but this time step back, crescent lunge. Reach your fingers up. Big breath in. Exhale, both hands down. Step that right foot back and let it hover off the floor. Three-legged plank. Stay with it. Place both feet on the floor, push back, downward facing dog. Take any movement in your down dog. And then lift your left leg up. Bring your knee to your nose, hold it here for 3. For 2. For 1, kick it back. Knee to left elbow, hold it here. Keep the hips lifted, core is engaged. Kick it back. This time, left knee, right elbow. Keep that knee lifted. Keep the left ankle lifted. Breathe. Kick it back. Knee to nose. Step that foot in between the hands. Rise up. Crescent lunge. Strong in your lunge. Both legs are completely engaged here. Fingertips sparked up towards the ceiling. Start to lean forward, find your warrior 3. Try not to kick back into it. Right heel reaches towards the back. Start to bend the left knee, coming into your skater squat. Hold it here for 3. For 2. For 1, kick it back. We're going to go again, skater squat. Bend that left knee, tuck the right knee behind. You can do whatever you want with your arms. Kick back. Last one, bring that knee in, bend the left knee, hold it here, keep the core strong. Kick back. Start to bend the left knee, but this time make your way to your present lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, step back, 3-legged plank, left foot stays 2 inches off the floor. Keep pressing the hands down. Drop both feet down, drop the knees, open the knees wide, take a child's pose. Forehead comes down. Take a few deep breaths here. If you need to sigh, it might feel quite nice, releasing some of that tension we're building, some of that strength we're building. Lift straight back up to your downward facing dog. Bring your feet to touch behind you and roll yourself forwards to a high plank. We're going to take a side plank, so rolling onto the outer edge of your right foot, reach your left fingertips up high. So my feet are stacked on top of each other and my hips are lifted as high as they can go. Stay with it, might be wobbly and it might be shaky. We're going to spin onto our left forearm, keeping the hips lifted, forearm plank the other way. So this time my left foot's on the bottom, right arm reaches up. Stay with it. Keep the core pulled in and up. We're going to spin the other way, so right forearm drops down, spin open the other way. Left arm reaches up. Stay with it. For 3, for 2, for 1. This time left hand comes down, lift yourself all the way up. Side plank, left arm, hand down, right arm up. Last few breaths. Both hands gently to the mat, downward facing dog. We're going to do that on the other side now. So feet together to touch. Roll it forwards, high plank. Spinning onto the outer edge of your left foot, side plank on the left. Stacking feet on top of each other. Keep the core pulled in and up so you're really strong here. Moving slowly with control, drop your right forearm down, spin open, forearm side plank on the right. Left fingertips go up. Left forearm comes down, spin open. Right arm reaches up. Try and keep the feet stacked on top of each other and keep lifting the hips as much as you can. For another 3, for 2, for 1, right hand that goes down. Push yourself all the way up, side plank on the right. Left arm reaches tall. Staying here for 3, for 2, for 1, both hands down, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, gaze forwards, either walk or lightly jump through and make your way to a seated position. So feet are flat to the floor. Sort of, they can be closer, it doesn't really matter how far away your heels are from your seat bones. Reach your arms out in front of you. We're going to start moving as slowly as we can, all the way down towards the floor. Keep breathing as you go. And just before your head touches the floor, moving just as slowly, lift yourself back up. Great, we're going to do that 2 more times at your own speed. So moving as slowly as you can, lower down. And just before your head touches the floor, lift back up. Last one like this, slowly lower down. And there might be a spot that you come to and you think, oh, I really need to sink into this one. See if you can just stay with it a little bit longer. Keep breathing. Moving as slowly as you can, lift yourself back up. Nice work. As slowly or as fast as you like, lower down all the way on to your back. Feet flat to the floor, hip width apart. And we're going to lift up into a bridge pose, but just for about 2 breaths. So press the feet down, lift the hips up. This is more just to sort of open the front side of the body. We're spending a lot of time sort of squeezing and crunching these muscles, so just lift the hips up. Last breath in. And as you exhale, roll your hips down along the mat. Sway your knees from side to side. And we're going to lift our feet straight up towards the ceiling. You might want to have your hands next to your seat bones or actually tucked underneath your seat bones. Toes flex back towards you. From here, start to move your feet as if you were sort of taking, I don't know what they're called, if you were in a swimming pool and you were taking these tiny little kicks. Butterfly kicks maybe. And then taking these kicks, start to move your legs down towards the floor. Keep breathing. Keep those little fluttering feet. And just before your heels touch the floor, lift your feet all the way back up. You can pause at the top for a moment because we're going to go again. Start to flutter those feet. Start to lower them down. Soft through the face, soft through the shoulders. Maybe even a little smile. Just before the heels touch the floor, lift yourself all the way back up. I think we've got 1 more in us. Lower the feet straight back down when you reach the top. Keep breathing. And just before you touch the floor with the heels, lift your legs all the way back up. Release your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Take a happy baby. Grab the outer edges of your feet. And it might feel nice here to sway a little bit from side to side. Just massaging the lower back. And we're going to take 1 more exercise today for our abs, our core, those muscles that are just so important in pretty much everything that we do. Bring your feet, your legs into a chair pose position. And you can choose how far away or how close your knees are, depending on your lower back. So as I start reaching my knees forwards too much, my lower back lifts. So you notice where you can really press that lower back down. And then again, find that sensation of pulling the tummy button in and up towards the spine. Interlace fingers behind the head, but I'm not crunching forwards here. I'm sort of lifting with the center of my chest. As you lift, you want to exhale. So inhale, and then we'll start. We'll pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Gazes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the head and shoulders lifted. Drop your right leg so it's 1 inch off the floor, and we'll go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to swap sides. So left leg goes a couple of inches off the floor, and we're going to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug both knees in. Let your head rest on the mat. Sway your hips from side to side. Place your feet flat to the floor. We're going to take another bridge pose. Again, just for that sort of counter pose. It's a gentle opener through the front side. It's also engaging other muscles that maybe as we were crunching forwards, we were ignoring a little bit. Keep the glutes squeezed. One more big breath in. And as you exhale, roll the spine along the mat. Right ankle over left thigh, and hug your left thigh in towards you, into your thread the needle. Pull the left knee in towards you. Allow your breath to soften back down, but keep that ujjayi sound at the back of your throat. Wonderful cleansing breath, your ujjayi breath. It can clear your mind, it can power you through poses you don't think you can stay in. And release this side, come straight onto the other side. So left ankle over right thigh, and pull your right knee in towards you. And letting that go. Keep your right knee hugged in. Let your left leg fall straight on the mat. Let your right knee fall towards the left for a supine twist. Right arm opens towards the right. You've just got this lovely twist along the whole of the spine. You might feel a little stretch on the outside of your right rib cage. And more important than how low down this right knee comes is keeping shoulders, both shoulders grounded on the floor. Come back through center and swap sides. Hug the left knee in, give it a nice big squeeze. Let that left knee fall towards the right. Left arm opens out. And come back through center. And lying flat on your back, arms alongside you, palms facing the ceiling. If it's comfortable, close down your eyes. Coming into Shavasana, our final resting pose. Allow your body to feel really heavy on your mat, almost as if it was sinking down into the ground beneath you. Take a deep breath in through your nose and sigh it out the mouth. Do that once more. Make your way up to a seated or a kneeling pose. Hands together at heart center and your eyes closed. Lift your thumb knuckles up to your forehead center. And together we bow forwards and say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today's little fiery practice. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you can feel it a little bit in your core. I definitely can. I'll be adding a few more classes like this with a core focus that are a bit more powerful and short, but please, if you have any requests, do let me know. Have a great day.